Hello, my name is Dan Ewa. I'm the president of Witty Giants. I teach financial education and I make money for cryptocurrency. If you'd like to know how I make money from cryptocurrency, just click on the link in the description of this video, www.pdsp.us/fe. And of course, if you're getting any kind of value from my live stream, which started yesterday, kindly like and share. All right, and if you are watching me on YouTube, do not forget to subscribe to my channel so that you get notified every time I upload a video. All right, so today we are talking about what the rich understand about money that the poor don't, part one. So I'm going to be having part two tomorrow. All right, what the rich understand about money that the poor don't. Now, the rich focus on creating assets, while the poor focus on buying liabilities. What are assets and what are liabilities? Assets is simply any investment that puts money in your pocket. Liabilities is anything that takes money out of your pocket. It doesn't matter how noble that thing is. As long as it takes money out of your pocket, it's a liability. All right. Now, here's the thing. The rich and the poor both love luxuries. But here's the difference. The rich only buy luxuries from monies made from their assets, while the poor, on the other hand, buy luxuries from their wages. If you watched the video of yesterday, if you didn't, kindly scroll through my profile and try to watch that video. All right. If you watched the video yesterday, I explained what a wage is. A wage is a reward, for your labor. Now, so the poor actually fund their luxuries from their wages. The rich never does that. The rich will take their wages, put it in an asset, and then build it until monies coming from that asset or the assets they have can actually begin to fund their luxurious lifestyle. That's the difference between the rich and the poor. The second thing I want to share with you is that the rich focus on investing money, while the poor focus on having money. Let me say that again. The rich focus on investing money. The poor focus on having money. For the rich, they are excited to invest. The poor are excited that they have money. The poor always want to be in possession of cash. All right. Now, here's the thing. Now, I trained as an economist and I have a banking background. What that means is that I'm able to take complex financial jargons and break it down in such a way that everybody and anybody can understand. Now, a lot of people do not understand that money is no longer money. Money ceased being money in 1973 when President Nixon of the United States took money off of the gold standard. Let me give you a surface detail summary. Before 1973, no government could print money if they did not have the equivalent of that money stored up in gold. So for instance, if a country wanted to print $1 million, for instance, they needed to have $1 million worth of gold in reserve before they can print. So every money had its backup in gold. But in 1973, President Nixon of the United States took money off of the gold standard. So that meant that governments all over the world now had the right to print money arbitrarily anyhow they want. So from 1973, money stopped being money. Money became debt. All right. So every time you hold money, you're actually a debtor. That's what the poor do not understand. The rich understands this. Now, there are two factors. There is the interest rate, there is the inflation rate. For instance, you hardly will find any bank, at least in Nigeria, who will pay you 6% interest rate on your savings. But do you understand that inflation rate is double digits? So for those who do a lot of savings, you see that find your bank pays you 6% per annum, conservatively, on your savings, but the inflation happening on that money is at double digit. Inflation means the rate at which your money loses value. All right. So what does the rich do? The rich only holds cash that they need in the immediate. Anything that is excess, they look for assets, they look for investment that will turn around that money higher than the prevalent inflation rate. So the rich understands that money is currency. Currency from the word current. It's always moving. You can't pack it. It cannot be stagnant or it cannot be stable. It's always moving. So every time you hold cash, you are actually a debtor. And the poor loves to hold cash. The rich never love to hold cash. They love to take their cash, put it in an investment, and have that investment turn around the money, and then they make more money. Is that okay? And finally, in this session, I want to share with you the rich focus on cash flow. The poor focus on capital gain. Let me say that again. The rich focus on cash flow. The poor focus on capital gain. Let me explain this cash flow, capital gain by giving you an analogy. Imagine Mr. A. He has 5 cows. Mr. B has also 5 cows. Now, here's the thing. These cows produce milk, and milk is very important, right? Yeah. But the thing is this, the rich understands that if milk is very important, then that means that the cow producing the milk is much more important. So the rich places a premium on the cow, while the poor places a premium on the milk. So you find the poor will sell his 5 cows just for milk, while the rich will hold his cow for as long as possible and keep selling the milk over and over and over again. Does that make sense? Okay, let me bring it home a little bit. A capital gain investor in real estate would rather build a house, maybe he built a house for 5 million, for instance, and after some years, the house has appreciated to 15 million. The capital gain real estate investor with a poor person mentality would rather sell that house for 15 million. And then he holds the money. Of course, he does a Thanksgiving party, he changes a car, probably changes where he lives, changes the school of his children. And before you know it, he can't really account for what he did with the capital gain from the house he sold. But the cash flow real estate investor with the rich mentality would rather hold that house, put it on a lease or on rent, and take rents on the house. Now, here is the tricky thing. At first, it looks like the capital gain investor is making more sense. It looks like the capital gain investor is having a good go at life because he's always having a lot of cash on him. While the cash flow investor, it looks like, man, is always not having too much money, right? But here's the thing. With the way money works, the cash flow in real estate investor will be able to compound his investment after a number of years compared to the guy who is focused on capital gain. Let me say this again. The rich understands that every time you hold money that you are not immediately using, you are actually a debtor. So what do? They put it in an asset. The poor always want to hold money because holding money gives them this sense of being wealthy. All right. So that is one thing that the rich understand about money that the poor do not understand about money. So the rich will create multiple assets. They create one asset, that asset is providing cash flow no matter how small it is. After a while, they are saving some of the cash flow from that asset. They create a second asset. After a number of years, they would have created multiple assets to the point where the income coming from all of those assets exceeds their expenses. And that is what financial freedom is all about. Financial freedom is when the income coming from your asset exceeds your liabilities or exceeds your expenses. That is the meaning of financial freedom. So when you hear people say, I retired at 40, I retired at 50, they are only saying that the money coming from their assets, not from their job, not from their business, not from anything that you need to exchange your life for money, but from your asset. Assets are things that make you money without your physical involvement. All right. So when the income coming from your assets exceed your expenses, then you're financially free. So the rich have their mind on creating multiple assets, while the poor have their mind on holding money because they do not understand that money is debt. All right. So I hope you got value from the video of today. I want to try to keep these videos short so that anybody and everybody can actually watch it. If you got any value, please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. And if you're watching on YouTube, remember to subscribe so that you get notified every time I upload a video. Thank you so much. Tomorrow I'm going to take you on what the rich understand about money that the poor don't, part 2. All right. So tomorrow I'll see you. Thank you. Bye bye now.